What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live radio show. Spreaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. I'm gone. Money Mac.
Sometimes you gotta let people go. Money Mac, I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of your pawns. I'm one of a kind, but none like y'all. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of your pawns. I'm one of a kind, but none like y'all. Why I'm so gone, I think I've been out of my mind. These also tripping, they rapping without no spine. That means they bite balls at a mind dog. But unaware, I know I'm too busy getting my grind strong. Always know even another time zone. I'm up high, I'm mind blown. In and out the booth, look how time flow. I'm all pressure, I might blow. Ain't no insurance, no Geico. A lot of y'all walk a tightrope. I'm putting hope in the street instead of dope for the fiends. I'm on my way up, the sky's the limit, no plateau for me. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of y'all pawns. I'm one of a kind, but none like y'all. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of y'all pawns. I'm one of a kind, but not like y'all. All so nice and the order so rare. Keep my attitude on extraordinaire. You know what that mean, can't touch my swag. It's to me and you two not get served like a lunch line with a fruit box. Running knee highs like tube socks. Put my CD in their hand. Bet I'm coming out of every boom box. Keep a notepad full of dope raps. Got two phones, who can't hold me back. Lyrics so high and beats for days. In this music, I'm an elaborate maze. Sober mind, I'ma tell it all. Call your bluff, is this your call? Put me in the game, I'm a star. Mindset can't shake me, dog. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of y'all pawns. I'm one of a kind, but none like y'all. I'm out of this world, I'm too on. Trips all year, I'm always gone. Hardest work art this year. Chase my dreams, I have no fears. It's new me, not the same song. Different moves with the same start. Lay the foundation, no beat, just boss. Holes in the game, I ain't leaving no scars. Save your comments and remarks. You can hate me, try to play me. You just mad cause your wife bought my new music on the daily. Hella talent can't faze me. Forget the haters won't change me. I'm the one who made me. Cut the lights back on like who he. Money man on me. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of y'all pawns. I'm one of a kind, but not like y'all. I'm gone, I'm on, lights off. Let me cut the lights back on. Money Mac, no, the fight's not gone. I'm a 12 pointing up, buck till he falls. I'm on my grind from dusk till dawn. I'm a king in this game and the rest of y'all pawns. I'm one of a kind, but not like y'all.
New Arabia off the Magix app. Music Maker Jam mixed by DJ D-Ski. I tune out all drama. If you have too many problems, I'm sorry, I will tune you out. If you talk too much, I will stop answering. If you gossip all the time, I will back away. If you cause me stress, I'm out. So if I've been hard to get in contact with, it's not you, it's me. My energy and my well-being can't handle the added noise. And my peace is more important to me than you, and you. Love you. Oh, and another thing, don't let a "I miss you" text make you dumb all over again.
Yeah. Fiction is like they can't get enough, mind numbing it now. You in this game, trying to keep up. I'm in this limbo, player, I'm smoked up.
For me, ask me if I wanna go to mud against the sunrise. She read my mind and poured some Earl Grey in her soul. For me, ask me if I wanna go to mud against the sunrise. I think I might love her, and she got everything I need. Playing Joe to see it known, might never leave a room. Ours and watch the world.
Anything your parents do for you after you're 18 years old is out of pure love. Respect it and be thankful. Thank you. Find out who's really for you when you use the word need. It's cool.
Swallow, what's happening, Swallow?
Whole time. Psycho the Urge.
Checking on you and shit, seeing what you up to. What's good with it? Oh, dig that. Hey, you know I seen you today, right? Yeah, I seen you with that nigga, man, up there at that parking lot, man. You and your little funk ass friend, man.
Wait, hold on. What nigga? What are you talking about?
So that's what we on, though?
Yeah, what?
That's what?
Yeah, we on now. What are you talking about? I wasn't with no nigga. What are you talking about?
Fuck you on. Well, who the fuck that was you was with, then? Bitch, I don't really wanna hear what you talking about. Bitch, screaming and fussing and crying and trying to pop. Bitch, you should have thought about that when you played the game. Are you insane? Bitch, I'm not a lame. I thought I told you my movements be real low. I got a chance to see you's a real hoe. Don't understand why you really fuck with me though. Go and do your thing. Get your money though, yeah. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. The whole time, that's why you kept ducking on me. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. You can keep that nigga, bitch, I'm moving on me. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. The whole time, that's why you kept ducking on me. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. You can keep that nigga, bitch, I'm moving on here. Now it is time to do me and say fuck you here. You can talk me up, but I ain't gon' fuck you here. Nothing to a player shit, I got more style. As I hit the door, you can kiss my head. Women in the cut, they chillin' and waiting on me. Even your closest friends be praying on me. Might just give them a shot to spread on me. You the clown, I'ma holla homie. The whole time I knew you was fucking on. The whole time, that's why you kept ducking on. The whole time I knew you was fucking on. You can keep that nigga, bitch, I'm moving on.
Well, I wasn't even up there. You know what? You tripping. I don't know what you on right now. You tripping out.
Man, look, man. I saw you, nigga, like for real though, like
No,
that's what
you
you
didn't. You didn't see me nowhere.
keep
You
that nigga.
lying. Bye, nigga.
Bitch, I'm moving on here. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. The whole time, that's why you kept ducking on me. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. You can keep that nigga, bitch, I'm moving on here. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. The whole time, that's why you kept ducking on me. The whole time I knew you was fucking on me. You can keep that nigga, bitch, I'm moving on here.
Cole's show pony.
You're such a fucking show pony, aren't ya?
I could be found and lost all at the same time, same place. All expression wiped off blank, I keep a game face. Impressed by few, the rest of you are lame fakes. Kicking myself now, the motivation came late. Spent too many years drinking too many beers, and I'm too far gone now for you and your peers. Not got a tame brain, gained it through gear. Fast and not slow, I will be shown by who here. No one, so come relax and blow one. Burn 'em, sit back, enjoy the smoke, son. In drugs or walls, I've done as many as coke done. Wish I could reverse all the damage that coke done. My words are gold, I can't be told by no cunt. Fuck kissing my feet, goose, I want a toe tongue. Don't understand how a smart ass can be so dumb. Answer the question, fucker, oh.
You're such a fucking show pony, aren't ya?
When you're dealing with half-steppers, rejects could never understand a desperate last measure. Shame how many kids now that live behind bars together. Turn all your fingers up, make sure they get your last gesture. Give me yours and more fraudulent art collectors. Man, I dead set reckon that I could drop it far better. On par with last year, thinking you're far ahead of modern times, trying hard to even keep it half together. Falling apart, you're hanging by the last tether. Start backing off the heat a bit, sorta like March weather. Any slower you could last forever, man. I reckon you're as smart as a glass Beretta. Some say maybe I shouldn't be getting stoned, but they won't admit that maybe what I say is hitting home. Maybe you should face back to shitty little clone. I reckon maybe that you're mad we got this shit and it's our own.
You're such a fucking show pony, aren't ya?
now the weight's been lifted. I had to be strong cause it was heavy but it shifted. Never would have thought ever I could be gifted. So waste away days with smoke and ever liquid. Graph streets a mad thief, tax heaps a smart mouth. Never got away with that cheek. Now I realise you sow what you reap, and I know that I'm backwards, at least I'm on my feet. First hand experience the pain it can cause. The support structure breaks, even a great man could fall. Take a deep breath, broad-chested and stand tall. Can't brawl still for the things I give a damn for. Never would have thought there could be light after the dark. Age of my life, it's like now I have a heart. Turn the page, set it right, stop the fight and have a laugh. And maybe someday the future can forgive me for the past.
Don't Wanna, Samuel J.
Tell me if you hate, 'cause I to who, but you end up drinking quite a few. Drink so much that we get fucked up. Saturday we're spending all day at the pub. Feeling crazy, let's get in a fight. I'm only 18 and this is my Saturday night. Gotta learn the shots, but I'm not aiming straight. See those gorgeous girls and better get a date. I'm off my fuzzy face and I'm thinking great. Here's another beer, I'm gonna scarlet mate. Think back and this was you. I was a teenage numbnuts and so were you. Getting with mates and getting messed up. Spending all my payday down at the pub. Skull of whiskey and smoke a bowl. What a gift to be back there out of control. Living life for the weekend fun. Me and Jim and the crew, what a muck we'll run. I'm throwing punches, not aiming straight. Thrown at the club again, it seems a trend of late. Thought I'd carry the world cause it's Saturday. Crack another can and I'll scarlet mate. We were the likely ones, likely to party and have some fun. After working a week for you, we're gonna get out of here, yeah, right on cue. Live bands are playing loud. Again I'm feeling part of the rocker crowd. Raise a glass for a toast or two. Then we keep on drinking right on through. Living for the weekend to party late. Right on through. Saturdays in hell, yeah, I'm never straight. Right on through. A time in my life that I thought was great. Right on through. Pour me another beer, I'm gonna scarlet mate.
I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I've learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that. New series, y'all. Bad Employee, Bad Parent series. And don't forget to check out last night's show called Teen Emotion. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show. Award-winning now. Spreaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Welcome back to another show. Thanks for everybody tuning in, checking in, liking, downloading, and sharing the show. If you're not sure where to go, just go to Spreaker.com. Search Boss Ladies Radio Show or Boss Ladies Show. Click live chat weekdays, 9 p.m. Central, Sundays at 6 p.m. Central. I'll send you a shout out, or you can leave comments for pre-recorded shows anytime you like. And I will definitely get you a shout out because I check my shows daily just to see if we have some new listeners. So I appreciate the ones that just tuning in for the first time. Welcome. And the ones that's always been tuning in. Welcome back, y'all. Let's give everybody a round of applause for all the support. Yeah, particularly tonight, y'all, I wanted to cover some things, in the bad parent series. I've been having some issues with a few calls I got earlier today. People are having an issue with some of the jobs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm asking a few questions. A couple people, got everything together. It's just an emotional thing. Maybe it's a hostile environment. But what about them employees that's been paid under the table? But before I get into that, I got a few things that I want to get off my chest. And I want you to listen very carefully to what I have to say. Because I don't think a lot of our relationships start off with agreeing with something. And I remember talking about this in previous episodes. People get into certain relationships because maybe in business, perhaps. I want to join the business because you in business that I want to be in. Love and relationships, we got together because we hit it off pretty well, we get along real good, or we got history. And then you have a good relationship with your family because of something like that. They're a good cook or just some simple stuff, but it's time out for that. It's time to let people know when you meet them right out the gate what you expect from them and what they can expect from you, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I think we miss that sometimes because we're agreeing at first. Everybody's nice at first. Everybody's cool at first. Everybody's, getting along at first. But when the mask comes off and you start revealing who you are, and the person takes their mask off and reveal who they are, because they just can't hide it no more. I can't imagine nobody wearing a mask to bed at night. It's time to keep it real in terms of what you really want and what you don't want. And my thing is no more to a few things. The first thing, no more letting people talk down to me. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's a business. I don't care if it's your family member. I don't care if it's your pastor. I don't care if it's whatever it is. Nobody's going to talk down to me anymore. You don't agree with what I got going on? My life is bothering you that much? Then you need to take the exit. And don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split. Another thing, no more allowing others to take advantage of me. Tired of you coming at me, trying to drain my energy, use my expertise, and I don't got nothing to do with it. You can't say nothing to me, but you'll make a post on Facebook about me. I see you. You know what I'm saying? And social media is not a place where I'm going to get emotionally attached to you. So we can't meet in person. I'm not going to take personally not meeting you and what you say on Facebook. I'm just saying. You're going to have to do better than that. And then my kindness does not mean weakness. If I'm kind to you, appreciate it, because I have a lot of days where I can be real petty. I'm just saying. Then, no more accepting when others interrupt me. It's so rude when you're talking to someone and they're texting on the phone. You're talking to someone and they watching TV. I had a conversation with somebody today and I just got fed up. I was just like, you know what? If we gonna talk, you gonna turn that TV off. You gonna talk, can you put your phone down, please? If we gonna talk, can you not work on your activity or whatever you doing? Can I please get your undivided attention? Don't tune me out because you don't want to hear what I have to say. And I believe when people do that, they don't want to hear what you got to say. They're not interested in talking, and it's a coward way to get out of a conversation. And we need to work on that. Because that plays a huge part in success, and it plays a huge part in growth and development. I mean, if you're going to be a child, that's how I'm going to treat you. I'm no longer sparing feelings. I'm no longer interested in how you feel about the decisions I make. Because at the end of the day, I'm an adult. I'm going to make my own decisions, whether you like it or not. And if somebody's there to just agree with you all the time, know something wrong. I can't imagine by us having different personalities coming from different backgrounds that just because we agreed on one thing, we got to agree on everything. Not accepting it. Not accepting it. You're going to interrupt. You're really not into the conversation. You're not going to engage in the conversation. The conversation is a talk between two people. Then it's best that I don't come to you and talk to you at all about anything. I'll find somebody else to talk to. Even if I got to talk to myself. Because that's how I started this podcast, talking to myself. And a lot of people think that's crazy. No, it's not. It's what you say to yourself that's going to affect you, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm looking for people, man, that's in it for the long haul. Not because I agree with them. And when the agreement runs out, it's kind of like a contract I never signed. You gone and so is the contract. No, I don't think so. If I haven't legally signed nothing that says I have to agree with what you're doing, then it's gonna be bad business for me and you. Because I'm not gonna fold. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing from every day from now on. You don't like it? Disperse. Because you're not helping the situation, you're just making it worse. And we're no good to either one of us if we're so into controlling one another, conforming other people into what they want them to be. No more of that. Not accepted. Don't interrupt me with your life with your bullshit. No more. Last but not least, no more accepting less than what I deserve. And I felt like the last couple months, I've been working a job a long time. Long time. And every job I worked more than 5 years. And I haven't seen any loyalty. And I have nothing to show for what I've done for people. I am now questioning everything and everybody. You know, I'm to the point where I don't care who this offends. I don't care who feels a certain way. If you got my number and you feel like it's you, please call me. If you're concerned about it, call me. I'll give you my number in the comments. I ain't even like that. I'm not ashamed to put my number on the internet. I don't got nothing nobody want to snatch. You know, I'm pretty down slim to nothing right now. So I have nothing to lose. So I have no fear right now about how nobody thinks or acts or feels about the decisions that I make. And I respect your decision as well to walk away or stay and try to work it out. You know, I'm exhausted of trying to make everybody happy. I'm exhausted doing things for free when I'm in no financial position to do anything for anybody at this time. So if you're in business with me or friendship wise or family member wise, and I'm only in your life because you could benefit off of me and you gonna lay back and you can't give the same in return, some respect, some undivided attention, a decent conversation between two people, not just one person doing all the talking like we're at a school class or something. But let's really do it. You know, you want to fight instead of think and all the rest of that. I'm so far from that. I've been programmed enough to fight first and think later. I'm going to think first and I'm going to fight accordingly. Fighting and winning is strategic. It's not based on emotion. It's not based on what another person said or what another person did. It's all about choices at the end of the day. You made your choice to be obsolete. Now I have to make my choice to find the people that's going to work for me for real. That's going to work with me for real. That's going to take my job seriously. That's going to take my business seriously and what I'm out here doing. If you don't believe in it, excuse yourself. And I don't know how many times I got to say it. But I feel like, I've came to you one-on-one and then you still doing it. So I had to come on live and tell you live and publicly in front of everybody that you're not running the show. Your bossy attitude can go. What you think I should do to go, and I barely hear from you, I barely see you, I barely talk to you. You're not interested. So don't call me out of guilt. Don't call me because you ain't heard from me in a while. Call me consistently. Let me know that you care. And then maybe I'll care to listen to the advice that you have. Because I could care less any other way. We need to be around people that care about the vision, that are into the dream as we see it, if not more. And if you're not, there's no sense of working together. It's just bad business. And we're no good to either one of us. Either one of us. If you're going to do it illegally, I don't want no part of it. I'm happy. I am whole. And I'm not desperate. The right now thing almost destroyed my life. Fast cash destroyed my life. Because I was doing things out of my moral conduct that I shouldn't be doing. And then to find out later on that I didn't even have to do those things. Selling out. Not doing it. Bashing my character. Not going to do it. Not going to let my own children disrespect me, talk down to me or whatever. I know the situation is not where you want it, but that doesn't give you the right to disrespect me. Because you can't have what you want. So did we get into this to want? Or we got a vision and a purpose on why we're doing what we're doing? Why do you want to do business with me? Let me know in the chat room. Why do you listen to this radio station? Why are you in my stories? Why are you liking and posting? Why? You don't care. Long as it's not affecting you. And that's the attitude that I see in all the categories that I've seen. If I'm wrong, please give me a call. Because somewhere along the line, I misunderstood. And don't let nobody just sell you hope. Sell you a dream that you weren't even a part of. If they not moving with you, move on. If they walk away, let them. That's what this is about. Tired of being under the table. Tired of hiding the way I feel. Tired of it. I'm done with it. The rudeness in the household, the rudeness at work, the rudeness in business, the stuck-up attitude. I didn't come for all that. I could have stayed in the streets if I wanted to deal with that. Because I know what comes with that. But I don't expect people that's supposed to be high and mighty in today's society acting like a bunch of children. I'm not going to deal with it. Because boss ladies ain't going to run with or without you. I'm not desperate. I'm going to say that again. I'm not desperate. I'm not going to do whatever because I want this and that. Because it's all it's going to take for something to go wrong and I don't want no regrets. I've made my decision. I'm building my business on my radio station. I am building prospecting names lists on my radio station. I've said this before, but I guess you scrolled past and didn't see it. Or you scrolled past because you wasn't interested. But it's recorded, so I got to say it again. That's what I love about systems thinking. Learning in my leadership principles. You do the job one time. The system works it over and over again. Where you ain't got to constantly be there to get the job done. And that's how I'm going to run it. What they told me to do. The people that's successful at it. I'm not interested in people who wishy-washy, sometimes doing it and then sometimes back in it. Because they in their feelings and they can't master their emotions versus their thinking. Read Magic of Thinking Big. That'll take care of all that. Because I'm thinking bigger than this situation. I know it ain't always going to be like this. I know one day I'm going to be life coach and be able to stand here and go through all these episodes that I've been talking about right now. I want to talk right now. Not when you think I'm qualified. I want to tell my story right now. Whether I got the money or not, whether I got the points or not, whether I got the status or not, whether there's 5 cars in the driveway or not. I'm talking about it now. Because tomorrow ain't promised. And while I'm waiting on you to qualify me, I'm missing out. So, can I get into trouble if my employer pays me under the table? By Michael Martz. And we're going to find that at woman.the-nest.com/can-trouble-employer-pays-under-table. And all those extra numbers in between. Your employer may be in the most trouble for paying you under the table. When your boss pays you under the table, the law doesn't recognize you as an employee. Boy, what an insult that was. That is just insulting. Which means you lose out on a number of benefits and legal protections. Being paid off the books doesn't get you in trouble provided you satisfy all of your tax responsibilities. Your employer, however, may be in trouble with various government agencies if they're ever caught. And what's done in the dark will come to the light. Employee risk and rewards. I don't know who I'm saying this to, but I know somebody out here need to hear this. This is very serious. And if we don't get this together, we all going to be in trouble and in jail because we don't want to do it the right way. We want to shortcut. So this is what happens when you shortcut. Okay? If your employer typically controls which tasks you perform each day and the way you complete them, you should be paid on the books as an employee. This doesn't mean you can't get paid in cash. It merely requires your employer to withhold income, Social Security, and Medicare taxes from each payment. Your employer is also responsible for making matching contributions to Social Security and Medicare and paying federal unemployment taxes. By paying you under the table, your employer saves a substantial amount of money in these taxes and gets to avoid the bookkeeping burden that payment of these taxes would otherwise require. But given the penalties your employer faces for not withholding tax, paying employment taxes, or filing a W-2 for you, the consequences can be quite expensive for them. Income tax problems. It's around tax time, so I thought I'd bring this up. Regardless of how you earn income, you have an obligation to report all money you earn and pay the appropriate tax on it. If you don't, you may run into trouble with the Internal Revenue Service if it catches wind of your income. Some of the consequences you may have to deal with include a penalty for failing to make estimated tax payments during the year as a result of your employer's failure to withhold. Accuracy-related penalties if you don't report all of those under-the-table payments on your tax return, as well as interest charges on the entire amount of back tax and penalties you owe. And if you don't file a return at all, you can even face failure to file penalties. Social Security benefits. Although you may not feel it now, you're actually putting your Social Security retirement benefits at risk when getting paid under the table. Since your employer isn't paying into your Social Security and doesn't withhold money from your wages for it either, it means you're not getting credit for working. Ultimately, this can reduce the monthly check amount you receive during retirement. You can, however, avoid this result by filing a Schedule SE with your tax return and paying these self-employment taxes yourself. Other disadvantages. Despite your ability to stay out of trouble, there are additional drawbacks to getting paid under the table. Since your employer incorrectly treats you as an independent contractor, you're ineligible to receive workers' compensation if you're ever injured on the job. You won't be able to apply for unemployment benefits if your employment is terminated, and it's unlikely that you'll ever receive some of the typical benefits of employment, such as 401k matching, subsidized health insurance, or paid vacations. In addition, you have no legal rights under federal and state employment laws, meaning you have no legal recourse if your employer illegally discriminates against you or refuses to pay you overtime for excess hours worked. And that is our EDU for our lives. If you get unpaid under the table, don't do it. I don't care how bad they get mad at you. I told you in the beginning, I don't care about the feelings no more. The emotions has caused illegal action. And I'm speaking out. And I'm going to keep the person anonymous that told me to speak out on this. Okay? Because I don't know the whole situation, so I don't want to speak on something I don't know nothing about. So I'm going to be discreet. But I didn't know this. Nobody's teaching this part. Read a lot of books and stuff like that. But I've never heard of this before. And it was something that wasn't right when it was brought to my attention. I told him I would look it up. So I hope this helps you out. I hope that you know, hopefully it won't hurt you because you didn't know. Now you know. Now you can do something about it. I hope that doesn't screw you up because you can't do nothing about the past. But in this system that we have called the Matrix, we are penalized for what we don't know. From our bank accounts into our taxes. And it's tax time. And I think people need to understand how serious this is. And why we're falling into the debt that we're falling into. Because there's a lot of things that we don't know. And we're listening to people that's because they're in a certain tax bracket or a title or whatever. That does not mean they know what they're talking about. Because if they're not debt free, they have no clue. I don't care what you're saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters in this case is the facts. And the fact is, you are responsible for your own money. That's what this looks like. And if you don't take responsibility, eventually it will make you take responsibility. So when we come back, we're going to do some quote for the day. Get on out of here on this Motivated Monday. Stay tuned. No love. Man, X. Fettuccino. Let's go.
Taz Taylor Beats.
God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils out. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me. God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils out. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me when I'm creeping.
I don't trust these niggas, I don't put it past bitches. I peep everything like I don't need a witness. Drive me to drink like I don't need a kidney. Smoke so much to the Dutch say nickel. Say some shit to make you giggle. Visualize a pebble in the water when it ripple. How do you ride on the wave if you're weightless? In shackles packed on a slave ship. Not a slug and I meant it. I'm on my Kendrick. It's something about that energy. I can feel when they envy me, and I feel more when they enemy. Turning the enemy. Same one pass the spliff in the Hennessy. From trapping and jugging and pimping beats. I can't help if your bitch on my dingling. I was just feeding dreams. Solid to crumble up.
Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me. God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils off. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep it walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me when I'm creeping. Friends I can't understand. Some niggas I knew from a boy to a man. I fall on my knees and give thanks to the man. My life been hard, I'm able to stand. Some nights I close my eyes to ignore the pain, but I never pictured this, how life would change. I'm a player, all I need is a bitch with game. Red dot up on your top, that'll split your brain. Last of a dying breed, I am not to blame. Yeah, I want the money, nigga, fuck the fame. Big muddy cup when I grip the swing. Keep the hater repellent, the foe feel for bang. Sticking to the G code, never say no names. And it ain't they business how I go or came. I'm the best for music, we not the same. Long story short, I am not you lame. God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils off. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me. God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils off. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me when I'm creeping low.
100, that's how I'm gon' keep it. I'm married to the game, blessed with the fame, but keep that a secret. My eyes like a hawk when I peep shit. When water get deep, I hope you got duck feet. Low key is the title, a loaded rifle. Some cushion the lighter while pulling all nighters. I swear ain't no taking me. Chasing cake like a bakery. Stacking green, call it broccoli. One deep when I roll in the streets, I'm a lottery. Fuck haters, no stopping me. No love or conspiracy. Away from the fakery, envy and jealousy. Dear Lord, my people so evil. Just into the business, the Lord is my witness. I'm peaceful.
Keep the devils off. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me. God, can you watch my back? Keep the devils off. Me crucified by my friends, so they kill me soft. Plus no trust fucked up, so I ain't friend at all. They show no love, get you killed what the streets talk. Niggas be salty, so I keep shit walking. Boss player, when you see me, money keep calling. I see crabs in the bucket and they keep crawling. Ain't no love in the streets, so I keep it on me when I'm creeping lonely.
Up next, Pain, Miss Fabulous.
Call of Duty with the air. Come to my house and I'll shoot. 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 Come to my house and I'll shoot.
You can miss a nigga with a bullshit. I'll answer the door with a full clip. Pussy ass nigga, give me no lip. Got a pack, hit him with the remix. Bitch really asked for a refund. Get the fuck out my face. Nigga, I'm many, I better be the case. Make talk bad with the things in your face.
Come to my house and I'll shoot. Come to my house and I'll shoot. Come to my house and I'll shoot. Come to my house and I'm shooting. Come to my house and I'll shoot. 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 I'ma show we do it. Come to my house and I'll shoot. I'ma show we do it. Come to my house and I'll shoot.
Fireworks, 10 yet. Y'all, this heat I'm catching is fuel for my motivation to prosper, not to fail. Remember that.
Starting my fire, sparking my fuse like a butter rocket. Keep in mind when you're striking my fire, flicking my flame, the damage Roman candles can do. July or New Year's night, like a sparkler do. You, or like a bomb, you be blowing my mind. I'm bursting inside. The stars seem to collide when you. You make my
Goals in Stone, Plans in Sand. January 19th, 2008. And we're going to find that at chrisbrady.typepad.com/my_we-blog/2008/stone.html. And it says, the War of 1812 for many was more properly called the Second War for Independence. The new United States was struggling to make it in the tough world of foreign affairs, and its troubles with England had bubbled up into a war for which the new nation was not ready. Much of North America was still unsettled. At the time, in the frontier was the Ohio Valley and the dense forest regions around the Great Lakes. Control of these inland waterways was critical to control of the frontier territory, and both the United States and England were eager to dominate there. Onto this scene sailed a 27-year-old American named Oliver Headsad Perry. In a small freshwater sailing fleet, Perry engaged the bulk of England's Great Lakes squadron in what became the Battle of Lake Erie. Perry commanded the Lawrence, a ship named for a recently killed captain of the American Navy who had foolishly lost one of the United States' 6 powerful frigates in direct disobedience to orders. Lawrence's reckless conduct had pitched his awesome ship against one of the ablest captains and best trained crews in the British Navy. Lawrence's ship, the Cheapskate, was destroyed in less than 15 minutes. Strangely, Lawrence's dying words, "Don't give up the ship," caught on as a sort of battle cry among the American sailors ever after. Even though Lawrence had foolishly put himself and his crew into a position where giving up their ship was inevitable, the phrase became almost as powerful as "Remember the Alamo" would decades later. Because of this, as Oliver Headsad Perry sailed to confront the British Great Lakes Fleet that day, his ship, the Lawrence, flew a flag that proudly stated, "Don't give up the ship." Although all the ships in the engagement were tiny by ocean-going standards, the Battle of Lake Erie would be the biggest, most violent naval engagement the Great Lakes would ever see. Perry sailed directly into the British ships and fought furiously. The Lawrence was one of the 2 biggest, most powerful American ships on the Great Lakes. The other one was called the Niagara. For some reason, though, the Niagara didn't engage in the battle. It stood a ways off out of harm's way and watched Perry get torn to shreds in the Lawrence. Whew. Although Perry was fighting a losing battle, he had inflicted heavy casualties on 5 British ships at once, firing furiously and refusing to quit. Finally, the Lawrence was almost a complete wreck. 4/5 of Perry's men had been killed or wounded. The gun deck was littered with bodies and refuse. The dead and dying sprawled everywhere. With so much death and destruction, hardly a gun was left firing aboard the Lawrence. Still, from the mast of the ship flew the flag that said, "Don't give up the ship." At this point in the battle, Perry did the unthinkable. He lowered one of his only remaining ship's boats into the water, and with a small contingent of men, he rowed away from the battle and toward the untouched Niagara, which was still watching the battle from a safe distance. Perry and his men in the little boat were fired upon by the same cannon that had torn his ship to pieces. However, many of the British ships were damaged badly enough that they neither destroyed his boat nor made much of an attempt to pursue. Perhaps they thought the battle was over and Perry was fleeing the scene. But as Perry reached the Niagara, he needed only moments to convince the crew to follow his orders instead of those of their timid captain. The Niagara made sail and headed directly for the fleet of damaged British ships. It is interesting to imagine what the men aboard the British ships must have thought, seeing the heroics of this young captain and his bravery while rowing a boat through heavy enemy fire. How their attitudes must have changed as they realized he was bringing a new ship to engage them. And engage them he did. With the fresh firepower of the Niagara brought to bear on the damaged British fleet, the outcome was not even a question. The bravery of Oliver Headsad Perry had won the day and secured the Great Lakes and the western frontier to the United States. The remainder of the War of 1812, the British would never regain what they had lost that day. Perry's actions are impressive, giving the bad advice he was flying from a flagstaff aboard his ship. Perry didn't fall in love with the idea of winning the battle aboard his ship, committing to the chivalrous but silly notion that he should never or either win or sink on his ship. Instead, he had victory in mind, a clear goal on the horizon for which he would change his plans and disregard the popular naval passions of his time. It is interesting to think about Perry's exploits that day in leadership terms. What he did was nearly unprecedented in naval history, but it's even more powerful as a metaphor for how a leader should attack a goal. Many times, leaders set goals to accomplish something and then prefer plans to achieve that goal. Somehow or somewhere along the way, however, the leader falls in love with the plans and gets overly committed to them at the expense of the goal. As the saying goes, and as Perry so definitely demonstrated that day, goals should be set in stone and plans should be set in sand. If the plans aren't working, scrap them and come up with more plans, but never give up the goal. If one ship isn't working, get another ship, but be sure and get to the victory. Oh, and by the way, don't even ask me for the name of the original captain of the Nagara who watched safely from a distance while his countrymen fought the battle. He doesn't deserve to have the history to remember it. And that is our quote for the day. Thanks, Chris Brady. Want to hear more of his stuff? Join us on Rascal Radio. You get a 7-day free trial. If you need more information, just be clear on that in the chat room. I'll definitely send you that information. And that's really all I had to say. Good afternoon, morning, and evening, and I will see you soon on the next show. Peace.
We are now transferring you to a customer care rep. Please hold the line and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing us. By the way, to ensure you're getting great service, your call may be recorded or monitored.